I was just like, no, I'd love to see Joe Biden give an interview where he can speak on the history of the United States in the same way that Putin talked about the history of his country. I'd love.
Got a few things to say, so if you're in a hurry, feel free to just go about your day. We'll be okay. Aaron Rodgers. Don't say who. Some people really will say who. Aaron Rodgers is not a Beckham. He's not a Brady. He's not an Ali. He's not a McEnroe. Go on and on and on. Think of all the famous sports people you know, legends. Yeah? That anywhere around the world, they're known like Messi. You don't need to be into football, soccer, whatever word you want to use to know who Messi is. Same with Ronaldo. These are great, huge, big sporting personalities and masters of their game. It's important we say that because all sports people have an ego, and Aaron Rodgers is not up there, never, not even in LeBron's shadow. Now, what Aaron Rodgers is very good at, well, I would say a cartoon character, but even then, take Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. Okay? I guarantee you, you can go anywhere in the world, show them a picture of Krusty the Clown and a picture of Aaron Rodgers. They'll all tell you who the clown is, but yeah, exactly. They won't actually know who the real clown is. They'll have no idea who Aaron Rodgers is. It's important that we emphasize that. Right? He is a speck on a piece of whatever level of feces you'd like to describe. And that is where it is. The reason I say that is because Aaron Rodgers is convinced that he has something to say. Just because Tucker Carlson, whatever name he wants to call himself, puts a microphone in front of his a-hole, or wherever his mouth is, doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. Now, let me just, 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me because I need to get into my phone. Because I took a screen grab, right? Because I was interested in, obviously throughout the Twitterverse or X or whatever it's called, there are people who think Tucker Carlson is the best thing since their right hand, or whatever it is they use to self, etc., etc. I was thinking, what sort of person would retweet the garbage Aaron Rodgers has come out with? For example, watch Aaron Rodgers and Tucker Carlson dunk on Joe Biden, Zelensky and more. Biden can't even walk, doesn't even know how to operate a microwave. And SHITS's his pants every now and then. Zelensky looks like he's going to be in the Village People music video. So a bit of homophobia in there as well. And but having said that, Trump dances to Village People. But these people probably don't even know the musical history of what their beloved leader listens to. But my point is, so here's the thing. What sort of person prides himself in spreading dog feces, dog manure? You know, you pick up your shoe sometimes, it's got whatever, you stepped in it. You're not going to suddenly take a picture and send it to everybody. Oh, look, here's a WhatsApp I just got. I've got SHI, I've got shit on my shoe. Let me send it to you, because that's the sort of person who spreads this garbage on Twitter. That's the sort of person that Aaron Rodgers appeals to. Now, nothing wrong with people who want to live in a land of manure. I'm sure Tucker Carlson provides them every single little bit of diarrhea relief they can find. But it's got to be put into context. The reason I say this is because it's easy to be negative. It's easy to hate. It's easy to spread fake, foolish garbage. Yeah? It's easy to make a joke about someone's skin colour. Not funny. It's easy to make a joke about someone's sexuality. Not funny. It's easy to make a joke about someone being a female or trans. Not funny. To most people who know how the brain works, who can get the mouth and the eyes and ears all working together. But obviously within the Trumpy Trump Tucker Carlson world, we're in a different stratosphere. You're in a stratosphere. Wake up. Hate. Have breakfast. Hate. Go to work. Hate. Get on the phone. Hate. Go on social media, spread hate, turn the TV on, listen to hate. For those people, that is the world that they occupy. Tucker Carlson and Hannity as well, Aaron Rodgers, have made themselves a nice bed in it, making money out of it. Good for them. But it's got to be taken into context, because this is what happens as well, especially with the election on its way. This is one thing that I, as a Brit from the outside looking in, have noticed. So there'll be one message or one tweet which anyone who has a Trumpy Trump sympathy will then retweet. It goes on and on and on. There's never any context of it. There's never any educational value. Obviously, to them, it's entertainment value. It doesn't mean or say anything. It doesn't move the goalposts. It isn't suddenly going to create jobs. It isn't suddenly going to affect inflation. It's not going to affect housing, infrastructure, health. It's not going to affect all of those things. One thing it does do, though, and this is where the Democrats have got to be smart, it's part of the echo chamber. And you're just thinking, well, you're a Brit waffling on and on in your hat. Oh, I'll take my hat off, okay? It is part of the echo chamber that's going on. Trump and the Republican Party, the way I see it, need an echo chamber to spread a level of diversion, a negativity, and because they go down the lines of a lot of advertising works on negativity first. Reality TV works on tears, more tears, a little bit of joy at the end. That's what they're doing. They don't really want people to concentrate on anything about the Democrats which isn't negative. Fox News do a whole output on it, joke after joke after joke. And here's the funniest thing. You only need to look at the State of the... I think State of the Union. Was it State of the Union? No. The White House correspondents did it. Right? State of the Union, Biden made jokes, and they didn't like that. They said he was on whatever. White House correspondents in there, they couldn't take it. Because that's the thing about Tucker Carlson and Aaron Rodgers. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. Aaron Rodgers is never going to actually put himself in any arena where he may be asked something like, what is 2 times 2? Where he's actually asked to stand up his beliefs and thoughts, and everyone's entitled to a belief, but he's never put into that arena, just pushes it all out, has a level of insecurity. Tucker Carlson clearly looks in the mirror, doesn't see anything he likes, clearly doesn't like women. You can tell that. Very misogynist, very sexist, probably just all of the things, probably a very lonely individual character. Making lots of money, good for that. There's a fable, by the way. If you have a table, very rare you get a table for one person to sit at. That is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, as a sports person, knows, in the light of his mind, he'll go on social media or whatever, he's never a great. He's laughed at. It's not somebody that kids cross the road to go and meet. Think of it right now. Ronaldo, Messi. I'm using them men off the top of my head because I can't think at the moment. Messi. LeBron, Beckham. Just 4 off the top of my head. People would cross the road right now to go and meet. When I was growing up, there was tennis players like Steffi Graf. You think, these are just absolutely inspirational, brilliant, sporting people. Who does Aaron Rodgers inspire? Straight up. So, of course, he's got this thing. Elon Musk is pushing it out. Tucker Carlson is pushing it out. Loads of people are talking about it. But in the grand scheme of things, yes, he can insult people. Yes, it's a bit like if you do a moon. You know, a moon is you put your trousers down and show your backside. A lot of people are going to laugh, might spread it on social media. Wow, it's exactly the same as trolling. Doesn't mean anything. So, Aaron Rodgers, I'll come back to my initial statement. You know one thing, Aaron Rodgers, and if you're on social media, feel free to share this with him. You know one thing, Aaron Rodgers. When people look at the bottom of their toilet, whether they've had a SHIT or whether they've had whatever they had, that is going to be really where your level is. You are no higher than that. Sorry about that. You're not going to be the greats. You aren't. Your career is, well, talking to Tucker Carlson, trying to get a joke about dumbness. Well done. If you were that confident, you would stand for election. You would stand by your own principles and convictions. You would literally have something that we could all say, that's interesting, but no. Mr. Nothing. That's what you are. You might have won few things as far as you see it, but in reality, the public, globally by the way, will think Aaron Rodgers, he won, sweet FA.